It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Western New York. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so...
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. The 30. The 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a James Cook touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game, and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They've got a man in motion. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Finds his man, Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. and they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Waddle now in motion right. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. From the left hash, this is from 47. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. They pick up the block inside the free, up the middle. It's a breakaway. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. D. Eskridge to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
All right, fellas, listen up.
First down, here's Tua. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point.
Left, Bronco switch. Rock, check. Panther, check.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Wow, nearly the unthinkable. He almost turned the block into 2 points, but they caught up to him at the very last second for the tackle.
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game, playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. Third down coming. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run! Breaks through, and he might break away! Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Here's Allen. He's on the move. Now here he goes again. He spins right by him. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down from the red zone. Flush down out to his left. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's second down coming up.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. 14-6 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here, the Bills definitely thinking points. They send a tight end in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the lock.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Bills lead by 14. It's a James Cook touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills lead by 15 now. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're right here.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught, Devon Achan. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third down run from Achan. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. The Bills back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And that's good for a gain of 5. Long-time standout Calais Campbell there for the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Allen on 3rd and short. Rolling left, buying some time. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has this place buzzing.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills looking to add to their advantage. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Buys time, rolling right. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Now it's Cook. Runs it in, touchdown Buffalo! The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a James Cook touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills grow the lead now to 22 points. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. From the 37. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on second down. He puts some power on. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he got this close to midfield before going out. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often torch you on the ground, with numbers normally reserved for running backs.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
2nd and 10 now. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills grow the lead now to 22 points. Bass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Tunga Bailoa. They left him wide open. It's complete. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Kickers got to be a little bit like quarterbacks, Kate, every once in a while. When a QB throws a pick, you got to flush it. When a kicker gets one blocked earlier in the game, you got to do the same thing. You got to flush it, trust your fundamentals, and deliver as he just did.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. Chased out to his right. Down the run. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Bass now to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They send Hill right. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Blitz coming, Tua. This one's taken in by Hill. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Finds his man, Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready, shot.
Running with Achane out of the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Ready. Done.
Here's Tua. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker, defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. First and 10 now from the 30.
What's that?
Now Allen off the play action. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Allen looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Taking off with it again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen escapes out to the left. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. This might be a free play for him. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. It's Allen out of the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Look out!
Here's a give to Cook. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Now run by Cook. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Look out!
This is Cook. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And they finally get to him at the 15. Three quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
To play running back in this league, boy, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills grow the lead now to 22 points. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense headed out there now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hauled in by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Able to find Achan. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 48, Achan reels it in. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Rolling out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on second down. On target to Waddle. Offense in the hurry-up here. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Working quickly here. They motion Waddle over left. Tua off the play fake. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin kicks it on. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
No surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception.
What's that?
This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills about set to celebrate this win. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
What's that?
Another one for Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
What's that?
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment. Defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
What's that?
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
What's that?
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, You want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.